Well done, everybody. How did you get on? Did you know all of the dice faces, or have you got a couple that you need to practice a bit more? Do you know what? Anytime you play a game with a dice, you'll be practicing that subitizing skill. So it's a good reason to just play lots of games, if you ask me. Right then, speaking of games, our second mathsy job today is a game. Now, for my version of the game, I'm going to use shapes, okay? So before we get started, let's just make sure we remember what our shapes are called. So, what is this shape, guys? Well done, it's a circle. Now, my circle's a little bit wonky because I've just cut it out of some paper. But a circle normally just has one continuous side, doesn't it? It goes round and around and around. A circle. What is this shape called? Well done, it's a rectangle. How many corners has a rectangle got? 4. Well done. And how many sides? 4. Well done. Okay. This shape has also got 4 corners and 4 sides. What do we call this one? So this one's a rectangle. What's this one? Well done. This one is a square. Now, a square is a special type of rectangle, isn't it? Because it's got 4 corners and 4 sides. But what's special about the sides on a square? Can you remember? How do we describe it? Well done. All the sides are the same length. On a rectangle, we have 2 long sides and 2 shorter sides. But on a square, they're all the same. And that's how we tell them apart. Rectangle's got long and short sides. A square, all the sides are the same. Rectangle, square. Well done. Okay, what is this shape called? How many corners has it got? It's got 1, 2, 3. And it's got 1, 2, 3 sides. So this one is called a triangle. Well done, a triangle. Now this one looks a bit different to this triangle, but it's still got 3 corners and it's still got 3 sides. So is it still a triangle? Well done. Even though it looks a bit different, it's still a triangle if it's got 3 corners and 3 sides. So this is a triangle, this is a triangle, and this one's a triangle too. Okay, so now we know what our shapes are called. Let me tell you how we're going to use them in a game. The game we're going to play today is called Kim's Game. And Kim's Game is a game all about our memory. It's about being able to remember things. So to be able to do this, you're going to need to use some good looking and some good thinking. Okay. What you need for your version of the game is a collection of shapes like I've made, or you might decide to do it with a collection of toys, or you might decide to use a collection of different things from the kitchen. It's completely up to you. What I would say is start with just a few things first while you're getting started, and then when you get really, really whizzy at the game, you can always add some more in to make it harder. What you need to do is you're going to spread out a few of your toys or your shapes or your objects on a tray or on a table. Now, I'm going to stick mine up here so you can see nice and clearly, but you could put yours down on a flat surface, okay? What you need to do is pop your objects in a little pattern on your tray or on your table, okay? You want them all spread out so that none of them are touching, so you can see clearly what you've got, okay? So I'm just going to start with those few shapes. So have a look at it carefully. We've got 2 squares, one yellow one and one orange one. We've got a green triangle, a yellow circle, a green circle, and then above that we've got an orange rectangle. Okay. Once you've had a good look at your objects, try and get a picture of them in your head so you remember what they look like and where they are. Because the next part of the game is that you're going to use a towel or a blanket or a tea towel or a scarf. I'm going to use my nice soft woolly scarf. And one of you, so whether it's you or your grown-up that goes first, you choose, one of you is going to cover up your shapes or your objects so the other person can't see. Okay? And you are going to take one of the objects away. So before I do it, have one last good look. Have a look what we've got there. Okay, is it in your heads? Okay. Hold on then. I am going to sneak one of my shapes away. And your job, when I take the scarf down, is to try and look at it and try and figure out, ooh, which one is missing? Can you remember? Well done. It was the green circle. Can you remember? It was here in the corner. And then I took it away. And that's the game. Now, if you get really, really, really good, you might decide to have even more objects or shapes or toys, whatever you decide to use. You might decide to put even more things on your tray to look at. Okay. So this time I've added my square and my triangle. Are you ready? Should we have another go? Have a good look. Try and get it in your heads, what you can see, where everything is. Okay. Have you got it? Are you ready for me to take one away? No peeking. Can you see? Oh, good. I'm going to go for... Are you ready? Steady. Which one's gone? Can you remember? Can you figure it out? What's missing? It was the yellow triangle. Well done. It was up here, wasn't it? So, this game is all about testing your memory. How good are you at looking at things and thinking about where they are? Now, that's the mathsy part of our game. It's position again, isn't it? It's thinking about where things are. So, lots of good looking, lots of good thinking. Can you look at some objects, get your grown-up to take some away, and then can you tell them which ones have gone missing? And then you could swap over and see how good your grown-up is at remembering where things are and which ones have gone missing. All right. Have lots of fun playing your game. And like I say, if you want to make it harder, add more things onto your tray or take more than one thing away. Maybe you could take 2 objects away and see if you can remember which 2 are missing now. I would love to hear how you get on. And also, I would love to hear if we've got anyone with a supersonic memory, because we might need you for some good jobs later on. All right, have fun, guys, and I'll see you later.